everyone! I'm Maki, just an average citizen from Earth. Welcome! It's time for the news show, where we enjoy the witch from Mercury. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a funky gadget released by a Japanese company. Here it is. This is a product announced by a stationery manufacturer named SunStar. It's a notebook for kids called Geo. In Japan, it's customary for schools to use notebooks appropriate for the content of study. The layout changes depending on the subject, like notebooks for learning language, notebooks for calculations, and so on. A Geo is a notebook for kids to write and play with whatever they like by providing a notebook distinct from the ones for study. It helps kids to learn to differentiate between play and study time. And now, a Geo has been announced by the witch from Mercury as well. Each character is depicted on the cover and on the back. You can see the mobile suits that the characters pilot. On mailings, there's an emblem of Gundam ink. What kind of impressions did you get from this notebook, everyone? It's a notebook with the name Freedom written on it. It's very intriguing. Those of you who have been watching The Witch from Mercury will understand the characters' lifestyles. Selecta has been dominated by her mother, Prospera, for a long time. She's a character who is far removed from the concept of freedom, while recent episodes have shown her acting according to her own thoughts. The Selecta depicted here is from episode 1. Miaoin was treated as a dual trophy from her first appearance. In the latest episode, she was terrified by her own mistakes. She's a character hard to describe as free. What about Elan? The Elan depicted on this cover is from the first episode, as you know. He goes through a tragic fate. He lives a life far from freedom. He might reappear in some form at the climax, but currently he is not free. What about Shade? He was acting according to his own thoughts. However, he's someone who is prepared to sacrifice himself to guide the world in a better direction. It's hard to call that freedom. What about Gale? In the first episode, he was at the top, having secured a victory in a duel. You could say he was free, but look at this. The Gale on the cover of this notebook is shown in a scene where he is expelled from school and is camping alone. Why was this scene chosen? It's a very unique choice. However, in the latest episode, he is depicted as a person who has taken on the fate of many people. As the top of a company, perhaps the camping scene represents the moment when he was most free. It's unclear whether this notebook will be released outside of Japan. If you want to see the Japanese page, please access this address. I will post the address in the explanation part of this program and in the comments. Until we meet again!